All right, I'm sure by now some of you are really wondering what light system you should get. Well, one of the first ones I'm going to actually talk about is the Ultra Dent tool light. Take a look.
Ultra's light stand is well built with a lot of thought in mind. A nice feature is the swivel head that allows you to turn your light fixture from one side or the other without moving the lower half of the stand. Adjustable knobs that permits you to easily customize the height and length. The collar, once adjusted, easily rotates and slides up and down and around the bar. The LED light fixture is well made with an industrial 12-volt coil cord that helps prevent messy tangles. As usual, your toggle switch or switches are on one side or both, depending on the LED light sequences you ordered. The width of the LED housing is deeper than the Pro PDR Solutions, but is still very light and strong. The side of the housing also has recessed edges that are tabs, which allow the lens cover to stay in place without slipping off or the need for tape or Velcro. Ultra Dent Tools Shop LED light performs nothing less than excellent. I find the light stand very stable and sturdy with plenty of positions to set my light up. A workhorse light, especially for the hair industry. The best way to get the shots for this scene was my iPhone. On the bottom right hand corner you can see I actually turned down the light with a dimmer. Anthony Spencer from Dent Dynamics asked me to see what it would look like, and that's what it does. It's very easy on the eyes and you can see a lot of detail with that. The 3 LED light system gave me multiple options to view. The fade was very detailed, and I prefer the cool white on the outside and warm in the middle, just like as it comes. I use this color combo because it also works best for my lines as well. Here, take a look.
The PDR Pro Solutions, a lot of options on these as far as the LED systems and the switches and things like that. Very good light. I think you're gonna like it a lot. Hail Techs seem to like this a lot. Good, very portability. Check out some of the details on this one.
I purchased 2 lights from Pro PDR Solutions. The first one I will talk about is the portable 36-inch shop light. I have 5 LED strips that give me plenty of choices when it comes to colors and variations. I can toggle between color sequences to gain the best shadow and lighting. This allows a lot of flexibility depending on the color of the vehicle I'm working on. In most cases, the warm-cool combinations seem to work best, but it all depends on your personal light preference. The 3-foot light PDR Pro Solutions stand is light and sturdy. The wheels that support the stand are very smooth and glides effortlessly around the floor. There are multiple ways to move the light in your desired position by grabbing the collar, ball joint shaft, or simply turning the fixture itself clock or counterclockwise. Turn knobs are helpful for adjusting height as well. I find the Pro PDR light stand very easy to set up and travel with. My 3-foot light setup came with battery terminal cables and a battery tray. This safely holds my deep cycle battery without concern. The light fixture itself is very thin and light with toggle switches on each end. You can order your light with as little as 1 or up to 6 LED strips, depending on the model you purchase. The most common is the 3 pattern, 2 warm on the outside and cool white in the middle. Pro PDR Solutions also offers a fathead version, which is 11 inches wide with add-on options for up to 12 strips of LEDs. When the light is properly set up, I see my damage is very apparent. Pro PDR Solutions light is very bright and works really well. You can customize the standard LED light as mentioned up to 6 LED strips, including blue, green, red, or orange LEDs. I'm now going to give you a few moments to check out what Pro PDR Solutions' different combinations and light sequences offer.
All right, so we've got PDR Pro Solutions Light. Probably one of the lightest out there right now. It is super friggin' light, very tapered lock line. But one thing I do want to stress, even though it's light, the LEDs are supposed not to break, and they do withstand a drop. Very, very, very good. But I don't recommend you just don't care about your light. This is probably the most single expensive investment besides your training, so take care of it. I definitely highly recommend to take care of it. It really doesn't matter about how you place it on the panel because there's not that much stress on the lock line itself, or the suction cup. So there you have this little intro for this light. Check out some more details about it.
A thin and very lightweight LED light from Pro PDR Solutions. A plug-and-play 12-volt corded LED light that is very bright even in broad daylight. The 12-inch standard LED light is 7 inches wide and comes with a suction cup, lock line mount, and cigarette lighter plugged to run off a 12-volt battery. You can see the different options and combination I have with this light. Unfortunately, I already striped my lens, but you can still see the fade on the outside. If you are planning to work outside, I would consider getting this light. The cool white LED strips are crazy bright, and you will need it definitely on a sunny day. It comes standard with a 3-strip LED. Like mine, you can customize the standard LED light with up to 6 LED strips. Again, the different colors include blue, green, red, cool white, warm, and orange.
One of the cool little toys I've got is the 18-inch LED 3-strip light from Stuckey. It's a cordless light, super great, beneficial toy to have out in the world. And if you don't have any electricity whatsoever, or you don't feel like carrying around a battery jumper or a battery, super great toy to have for PDR. There's only a few drawbacks as far as maintenance. Okay, this isn't just like a big gigantic durable light. For the most part, Stuckey did a lot of effort in making sure that you don't bang up this light. But one thing I do want to stress is the battery pack itself. You do not want to remove these flaps, these metal flaps here. If you do, you're going to have some problems because they'll break like I did already, and that's why I'm here to tell you. What you want to do is remove this Velcro strap in the middle, unplug your line to the battery, and just pull it out straight out. That way you won't harm anything else. The battery is meant to stay in place at all times, and they did a very good job keeping it like that. Now, a little bit of advice on how to look at your dent and set it up with this board. If your dent is in the middle of the panel, I usually like to keep the suction cup up higher. Take the stress off my suction cup and let it come on the lock line. Same thing if the dent is up here. I'm going to put my suction cup on the bottom, brace my lock line from the back, and just curve it around. So now I have all the versatility I need to see the dent from that angle. So don't ever put your suction cup on the same area of the dent, because you're going to put a lot of stress on the suction cup and you won't get that good a position. So that's what I recommend. There's just some things that you need to look out for. But other than that, a really great light, and here's some more information on this.
I found this light to be one of the most interesting. With a cordless option, there is a lot of flexibility. I had to get used to no cords. What a weird feeling, but a welcomed one for sure. 18 inches in length, this very portable LED light is powered with a 12-volt rechargeable battery that can last up to 6 hours. It reflects more than a proper fog for any veteran or newbie PDR tech. It ships with a neoprene cover to prevent accidental scratching. Surprisingly bright, you won't have a bit of trouble using this light inside or even in outdoor conditions. Something you need to keep in mind, this light does not come standard with 2 whites on the outside and warm in the middle. It's actually the opposite, 2 warms on the outside and 1 cool white in the middle. However, you can request the same as mine if you desire. They also make a 12-inch cordless version as well. You can find them on dentspecialistinternational.com. Dent Specialist International probably has one of the most proper fogs I've ever seen. Why don't you take a look and see what you think?
All right, one of my last systems I use is this single pole, hook straight on, right into the base, as you already saw. Very easy to maneuver. I really like it because it's so light, so easy to plug and play. But here is some more information on this one.
If you like simplicity but don't want to sacrifice quality lighting, then you will appreciate the Ultra single pole stand. You can add an additional 1 foot with the pole extension, making it a total of 5 feet tall. This is helpful even if you're working on hoods, side rails, or even trunks. Just 2 pieces, the pole and the square base with rolling casters. You technically don't have to take it apart if you don't have the room. In most cases, PDR techs choose the 2 foot over the 3 foot light for this model. But I prefer the 3 foot because I can easily switch from my single pole stand to my shop stand, no problem. It's even universal if you happen to have a Pro PDR Solutions Light or a collar that fits the diameter of the pole. If you haven't noticed already, I added the ball joint fork for extended rotation that can swivel 180 degrees beyond one side or the other, making this my most versatile and full-size light setup option.
Okay, just in case you're wondering what type of light I have in my vehicle or what I use, I'm going to show you all 3 of them that I have. Whether I'm doing door dings or going to go do some hail, I hope this gives you an idea of what best is going to work for you. But first, let's start off with PDR Pro Solutions. The base is pretty cool. You just press this button right here and unlocks it, and now you got your base. Next is the light stand itself. It's really actually 3 pieces. I keep it together for convenience factor, for fast assembly, and really fast. Add my battery tray to counter the weight. Just like that, we're ready to go. All right, next is the Ultra Dent shop light. It pretty much looks the same way in my vehicle as the PDR Pro Solutions, except for two things. I break down the wheels because it's just kind of an awkward thing to pack when it's together like this. So it's pretty fast still. You just put it together. I've got the chrome one. He does make a stainless steel version as well. And again, I have my light in one stand. And with your light, you'll have some tabs right here that you can screw on. I personally don't need them. I like it the way it is. It fits snug all the time, off and on. So there you go. You're also ready to go within a couple minutes, just setting it up, even less. So this is the Ultra Dent Tools shop light. All right, next, once again, we have Ultra Dent Tools, probably the most convenient plug and play light I have. And let me just show you how it looks. It's got a square base with some casters on here. There's no locks on here, so down the line I probably will change the casters to locks, because sometimes when I'm on a slope, it tends to roll. But other than that, I just use my foot back and forth. Here we go, and put it in, lock it into place, and you're good to go. I also use my battery jumper to just plug it straight in. I won't generally use a battery out in the field. I always use my battery jumper. So there you have it. These are the three lights that I use, and hopefully this kind of helps you decide what works or might work best for you. All right, if you can't, if a portable shop light's not for you, or a regular shop light is too big for you, but you still want to have the availability of a light, I definitely recommend PDR Pro Solutions little 7-inch wide light by 12 inches long, and the Carl Stuckey's portable, the ultimate in convenience. No cords to deal with, completely battery powered. It lasts up between 4 to 6 hours, depending on your use and how you handle it. So there you have it. I hope this obviously helps you too decide what you want to do.
Now about my reflections. I stripe my lenses because my main repair reflection I use are lines. But I like options when it comes to repairing dents, and with multiple setups. I have the best of both worlds, I feel. I find for hail, this combo pattern works best for me. I have lines on one side and a nice shadow fade on the other. This allows me to quickly use both reflections and cross-reference as I go into the dent. If I'm working on a big dent, I prefer a wider line pattern like I have for this dent repair. I can switch to either reflection and cross-check as I go for detail. A wonderful option if you're open to new things and willing to try. Well, this review has gotten a little long, and so I hope you find the right light system that best works for you.